Welcome to 8 Minute Crimes. We upload multiple videos each week, and we are working on obtaining exclusive interrogations in the very near future. It's free to like, it's free to subscribe, and it really does help the channel immensely. So if you like consistent content and you like what we're doing here, let us know. We would love to have you along for the journey. Information about this case is in the description box below. Enough rambling, let's get into it.
Town quieted down a little bit since the chaos.
This week, first 2 weeks is, and you can tell that with me, I don't answer any questions.
Yeah.
I never have on any of my cases.
Yeah.
My old sheriff told me that you're better off not saying nothing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this one you can easily say, well, it's the Highway Patrol's investigation in North Dakota. I don't know.
Well, I got ridiculed from calling in DCI, Highway Patrol, for not doing it myself. For both homicides, I did the same thing. But that's what you guys are there for.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have the resources.
Right.
But take you forever to chase down everything. It's like,
Well, you still wouldn't be in first base.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and if small county sheriffs and police chiefs didn't call us, we really wouldn't need to exist
Yeah.
at that point. I mean,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have
I
much of
call
a job.
them guys all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to call them.
Yeah.
Yeah. In North Dakota, that's the same way. Like, they're not shy. And it's like, I don't blame them. I mean, they work on these little budgets, and
Mm-hmm.
unlike some of the Highway Patrol, their budget's about the same, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we just wanted to kind of we've gathered up more information. We've been pretty much, this has been all we've been doing for the last, since September 13th. You've probably seen us out here a few times. Yeah, we've been out here quite a bit. So we've just gathered up some more info, and we just kind of wanted to go over some of it with you again. So that night you got called about, I believe it was 10:24, or the 911 call came at 10:24, and then dispatch called you a couple minutes later. Do you remember what dispatch told you?
Something about a car deer accident.
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary, though, really, right?
Not that I can recall.
Right. Okay. So when you showed up out here, what did you find?
I found a red car, gentleman standing outside looking in the ditch.
Okay.
Was he by his car when you got there?
He was at the time when I got there, yes.
That's where he was looking in the ditch, right by his car.
Okay. What did he tell you? Or when you saw him looking, did he have a flashlight or anything? Do you remember?
He had some kind of light.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Whether it was flashlight, cell phone light, who knows? A light, though. He did have a light. All right. And what did he tell you?
Said he thought he hit something.
Okay.
Which
he
is
say
pretty
what
apparent, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And I said, through here we have deer accidents constantly. I mean,
When you did you come from home?
yes.
Okay, and your driveway's right at the end of this cornfield, isn't it? Almost, or the road to your house?
Yeah, it's a little further west, but not very much.
Yeah,
further.
so it's just over here a little way. So when you came out, I take it you came out and came on
Right.
14 and went. Then did you turn around to pull up behind him, or
I did.
Okay.
You were in your Explorer?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that have a spotlight on it?
No.
No
doesn't.
spotlight. All right. And he said he hit something.
Correct.
It was pretty obvious. Did he have any ideas what he hit?
No.
Okay. Okay.
And you know, I've had deer accidents where knocked the windshield out. I had also a deer come right through the windshield. I mean, and expecting to look for a body. No, I was not.
Right.
And if we'd have walked back farther, we'd probably seen the body.
So you guys did walk back?
Yes.
Okay, both of you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like the other night I had a car deer accident up north. Truck hit a deer. Said I walked a quarter mile back and didn't find the deer. It was a half mile back.
Yeah. How far do you guys think you walked back? I mean, I know you got to just estimate that. Very far or not really?
It seemed like far enough to see the deer.
Right. Okay. He said there was a large piece of debris laying along the shoulder of the road. Do you remember seeing that? Does that stand out to you at all?
I think there was, but I don't know where it was at.
Okay. All right. And the only reason I ask is, do you remember? Did you go further than that piece of debris?
I don't believe so.
Okay. All right. Do you remember? Did you guys move any of the debris at all?
Not that I recall.
Okay, so you didn't at least.
No.
Okay. All right. But you said you guys both. Did you guys walk together looking?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I came back, and when I was sitting on the car, I got out and walked that area a little bit, and because it bothered me, that big a hit, the deer should have been.
Right.
But then it could have crawled in that cornfield, see? And.
Right. If it gets there, it's gone. At least
And
you won't find it.
the other thing, the next morning, I normally go out on like an accident like that and recheck. But I promised my grandson I'd do something in the morning with him, and then I was going to do it. But
Okay. All right.
in fact, we were just getting ready to go outside when Jason showed up with my vehicle.
Okay. So when you guys were looking, do you carry a flashlight, or did you have a flashlight?
I have a flashlight in my vehicle.
Okay. Were you using it to look?
I was.
Okay.
Is it like a mag light, or what's your flashlight?
No, it's just an old battery type flashlight. It's not
small, medium size.
medium sized.
So it takes a couple C batteries, maybe something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mag lights have never hold up, it seems like. Now, my other vehicle, I have one that really take it out and you can shine up real good, but.
And then, so after you looked at the what was your thought when you saw the damage?
I thought he hit a big deer.
Okay.
Because I've hit a deer I had a Crown Vic once and I hit a deer, and I'll tell you what, it was about that kind of damage.
Okay. All right. Have you hit several deer?
I have.
Okay. So then I understand you gave him a red tag. That must signify that the accident was reported. Is that
Correct.
what that's for? Okay. Did you have him provide any other document or any
I got his
documentation?
insurance and registration, yes.
Okay. All right. And then at some point, after you guys walked around for a little bit, you took him back to your house and he used one of your vehicles.
Correct.
Okay. He heads back. You end up stopping him because he took the key, get the key, see the white pickup, correct? Okay. Then you come back, wait for the tow.
Correct.
Okay. You had mentioned that you saw a light glowing.
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever go check that light out?
I looked at it and it looked like a light bulb out of the car. But I didn't go down and pick it up.
Okay.
It's like I wish I'd taken a picture of it.
And it was on though?
It was on.
Okay. Have you ever seen that before?
No.
Okay.
No.
How close did you get to it, do you think?
Probably.
Did you walk right up to it and look?
Probably for me.
Okay. And saw the light? And
Yeah.
Was it in the grass or like?
It was in the grass.
Okay, like a long ways into the grass, or
No.
like just right on the shoulder there?
Right on the shoulder area.
Okay. All right. But you never touched it?
I never touched it.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So it's probably 5 feet between the two of you.
I'd say.
Okay.
So something like that.
Okay. When did you see the light? Was that before Ravnsborg left or after?
After.
After? Okay. Because you said you went and checked the area some more after
Yeah.
he left? Okay.
And every time I drive this road, and I've drove it a lot since this deal, and late at night, I think wine held in, I walk all the way to the shop. To the shop.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
I know, but you still kick yourself.
Yeah. And then, so then the next morning, they showed up at your house. You said you were planning on going with the grandson for a little while and
Yes.
hanging out and doing some. What were you guys planning on doing that day?
Driving tractor.
Oh, okay. How old's your grandson?
6.
Okay. So he likes doing that?
Oh gosh, yes.
Okay. All right. And then they showed up and said, found body, and so it was. Then you went out there and they showed it to you. Was that an area where you had walked and just didn't see it, do you think? Or was that further maybe west than what you
It
went?
was the body?
Yeah.
The body was further east.
Or I'm sorry, I get my directions mixed up around here. Yeah, so further east, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite a ways further.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because actually the tow truck turned around on the end of that property over there where I live.
Okay. All right.
So how far from that was the car this way then?
If I recall right, not that far because he turned around and backed up a little.
The tow truck did? He just turned around over by your approach and then
On
backed
that
up?
east approach.
Uh-huh. Okay.
On the east side of that property.
Okay.
There's an approach.
Okay. And then he just backed right up to it. So it wasn't very far from the end of that property then?
No.
Okay.
I know you had to chase him down to get the key.
Correct.
And did you move the car at all, or off to the side more, or did you just leave it there until the
Car
tow
was
truck
right there.
till the tow truck got there?
I never touched the car. Never put the keys in the ignition.
Okay.
When you saw the light, were you in your vehicle or had you been walking? At
Walking.
that point? Okay, so you had walked all the way down there and saw it. Okay. So it was quite a ways east, though, of where he stopped, wasn't it?
The
Of where
light?
car, yeah, the light was quite a ways east of.
Yeah. But so was the body.
Right.
Why didn't I see the body?
I don't have an answer for you on that one. Because I'm trying to picture it, and I'm thinking you would have had to walk by the body.
Walk by the body.
Walk
to get
by
to
the body
flashlight.
to get to the flashlight.
That's what I said. Why didn't I see the damn body?
Yeah, because there's such a contrast in color because he was naked or he was unclothed because
Right.
of the crash, and the contrast with the green, you would thought that you would have saw it. I guess that.
But I was looking. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I can kick myself 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So you were basically looking off into the field, or
I was looking
on the
off
highway
in the ditch further
further into the ditch.
because I figured if you're going to hit it with that much damage, you're going to throw the deer off. That's any deer I've seen that hit pretty good speed.
Yeah. And you saw the body, so you know it was 2 feet off of the highway.
Oh, I know. But my deputy drove right by it. He didn't see it.
Yeah.
And he knew there's a body there.
Yeah. And we discussed that because, I mean, part of the deal is when you're driving by, you're doing
Right.
60 miles an hour versus when you're walking.
But when he came, he wasn't 60 miles an hour. He was driving real slow. And I said, "Did you see the body?" "No." "What was it?"
And that wasn't even supposed to be your call night, was it?
No.
According to I listened to 911 and kind of
No.
told them, well, why didn't you call whoever it was supposed to be, whatever unit number you referred to? Why didn't? Was that just a scheduling mix-up or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And I just fill in the...
Yeah. Well, you're the sheriff. I guess if they don't answer, you got to go, I suppose, huh? Okay. But so you weren't expecting any calls that
No.
night? Okay. Had you been drinking or anything then that night?
I quit drinking 30 years ago.
Good for you. Got to ask.
Oh, I know.
Because
Yeah.
you weren't you weren't expecting to work that night.
you weren't
In,
planning on
in this
working.
job, in small towns, you don't drink.
Oh, really? I suppose you don't. You're
You're
just
on
gonna.
call 24/7,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah. I suppose. Yeah.
Just better off.
Yeah. And I suppose as a sheriff, if they don't answer their phones, you got to go.
And it don't bother me.
Right. Just get used to it. Yeah. Do you get called a lot at night like that?
Quite a bit.
Do you? Is it usually at accidents like that, or do you guys have other kind of issues going on in the
Oh, yeah.
community that you got to go to? Okay.
I had one last night, 11:30.
Domestic type thing, or?
Well, he was a pain in the butt to the dispatcher.
Oh, okay.
He's drunk. Girlfriend took off with his cell phone and money, but didn't want to give her any information. So we had to ping his phone, where he's at, his other phone. Then he calls today and he didn't want to file charges.
Mm-hmm. So it's enough to keep you up last night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but that's in every town.
Yeah.
Just part of the deal.
Do you remember that night when you had kind of went off duty? I'm not counting the accident before that, when you kind of went home for the evening? Or had you not worked that day?
No, I worked that day, but I went home, ate supper.
Okay.
Can't tell you what I really did after that.
Yeah. Okay. Because do you even have a set shift, or is it kind of just
Me? No.
Yeah. Your deputies do though. Okay.
Try to.
Right.
Otherwise, you don't keep them.
Oh.
Well, this is the first time I've ever had deputies.
Oh, it is. Okay. So you've usually covered this whole county yourself?
For 20 years.
Okay. Huh.
But I got real sick in February or January, and I got out of the hospital in February when you died. And I told the commissioners, I'm not doing it anymore. That's all there is to it.
So they got you two?
I told them I'm going to get two. No way, two of us can do it.
Right.
And I need the female in this rural. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually met her. She helped us out
Did?
finding one of the witnesses.
yeah, she's a good kid.
Yeah.
She's quarantined now,
Oh, shoot.
so
So you lose her for 14 days, or?
What was Jason's demeanor when you got there?
you could tell, like any accident person, they shook up a little.
Sure. Did he say anything that you thought was maybe different or out of the ordinary, anything like that?
Not that I recall.
If he'd have told you that he hit somebody, Would it have been different?
Yeah. We damn well wouldn't have left.
Okay,
Guarantee you.
sure. I mean, it's stuff we have to ask.
Oh yeah.
Those are, you know, there are people with all kinds of theories about what's going on, Mike.
Oh, I
And
know
I
that.
don't have to tell you that. I'm sure you've heard plenty of that. But when they assigned us to come, we said we would do the best job we can. Sometimes that means asking hard questions. And
They aren't hard questions. They're true questions.
yeah.
No. If he'd have told me that I think I hit a person.
So, if you would have thought that light on the side of the road was a flashlight, would that have changed your thoughts?
Yeah.
But you thought it was part of the car.
Correct. Well, it looked like part of the car lights were down. You know, headlight was down in there.
Okay.
I don't really have anything
I don't
else.
have any other questions either.
At this point, then we'll end the interview.